Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Mike 59. Here we go, D.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Switch, switch, switch.
Hit it.
On first down, Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox, light.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And they're going to him him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Combo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, break.
Stay with your man. Man left, man left. 4 down, check. 4
Get it.
Clock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. A give running right, Lindsey.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
He's checked.
Greystone, travel.
Crash. Check 31.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Good job, man. Good job.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it 6-6. Pull it high.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make our score 9-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. Switch it. Ran, go.
Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Broncos 9, Bears nothing.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
Go. Snap.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. as his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McManus's point after is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Shot! 180! Shot! 45! Come on! Here we go!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Exit!
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Let's get that ball. Go. Hey, Delta. Yep. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Got it. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sit.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, Chicago.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ready? 10-2, son.
I'm coming for you, son.
5.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Osweiler forced out to his left. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
60 outlaw.
Cut in left. Tight end left. Let's go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Wins championships, baby.
This is Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go. 8, read.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he'll find Miller. That's complete. Oh, some strong running. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Osweiler now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They come out here in the I. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now Cohen, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's checking crap.
Get it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Draw Parker.
Mike three. Combo.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the slant.
Big grip.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go.
From the 31, Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, here we go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Osweiler now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, all day, every day, any day.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Osweiler to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready, set.
Come on, boys, 52. Watch the curl, watch the curls. You go tight.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Osweiler. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bears on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11.
45. Mike, 45.
Don't get nervous.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Oh, you got deep? Let's go.
Another run by Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo! 49, check. Hey!
Mike 3. Mike 3. Here we go.
Now.
Here's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing, Osweiler. Being chased out, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Open man is Trey Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Five.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now Osweiler on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Osweiler gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they're going to go for it on fourth. Brock Osweiler staying on the field. They're going on fourth down. It's Osweiler. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears,